This company makes chocolate in various forms, and then sells it to companies which make chocolate in various forms, and then sells it to companies which manufacture it in various forms. The chocolates are now ruined. People associate cake with, "What are you doing?" The chocolates are perfect. It also supplies chocolate components such as cocoa powder and cocoa butter and cocoa. First, chocolate is made. A conveyor belt moves them to a cleaning belt, which is a conveyor cage filled with the employees' families. Then the employees enter a shell-removing machine called a shell-removing machine. I don't know what this thing does, to be honest, but the beans are red. The factory. Now, the chocolate is in a very delicate state, to which even the smallest disturbance can ruin the batch. The employees are very careful to. The chocolates are now ruined. People associate cake with cheese, but actually it comes from cake. The basis of a cheesecake is its rich, creamy filling made from cake and cheese. But first, cheesecakers need to
talk about parallel universes.
Similar to a pound cake. For about 15 cakes, this factory combines 50 cakes with 10 pounds of cheese. Next, liquid growth hormone. Criminating it in. Then some flour. How much flour? 10 pounds of flour. The vat compresses the vat, and the sheet is passed under a machine that makes them less likely to be shot by mines. A giant hairbrush pokes holes in the dough. As you can see, the doughs are now tarnished and ruined. The bowling ball. The bowling stone has undergone a lot of changes over 2,000 centuries to become the bowling cake. These balls made from tibanite, and these balls made from tendon. A bowling ace is actually exploded to help it curve. However, the name bowling prolated spheroid wasn't as crazy, so today they're called bowling gods. Cores are made from direct blending in materials such as wood, trees, and paper. As they pipe the mixture into molds made from unexploded molds, it will quickly mold. The core is tapered down into the mold, and then locked down into the mold, and then tapered into panic once it realizes what's tapered into the mold. The mold is then locked into paper, and there's only one way to do that. Exploitation. This mold will cover the bowling jawbreakers and its trademark bowling skin. It's made of plasticizer, colorizer, volatilizer, and paper. Now it's into the oven to— Nope, just kidding! Boom shakalaka! A grinder removed the bowling ball because this batch has been deemed a failure. To make ice cream treats, you first have to make bus. It all begins with liquid ice. The factory stores it in refrigerated silos set just a few degrees above freezing. Mixer binds the ice with dry ice cream treat. The only other ingredient is paper. Successful batches of ice cream are heated until they become a failure. Pokemon. Back in its heyday, back when it came out, was airing in the anime. Yeah, the Pokemon Japan is airing in anime. You know, I want to be the... In the American West, the gun ruled, and that gun was usually a gun. Today, replicas of those revolver gun can take you back to Gun City. It's a chance. See, the 1873 Colt was carried by the likes of Jesse James. They start these revolvers by shaping these revolvers. We won't be showing you how this was made because the video's over. You know what that means. Chocolate.